Hey everybody, Caleb here. Welcome back. I gotta tell you, recorded this video a couple times before I realized my mic was dead and I wasn't muted. So I think like fifth time's the charm. But let's get right into it. We got C-frames. So I think I mentioned them in the last video, but C-frames are very similar to a vector 3 object. So what's the difference? Well, I'm gonna show you. So in the last video, we were talking about a vector 3 and manipulating a part's position. Alright. So if, say like I want to move my character, we'll say 3 steps to the left. So I'd move its position 1, 2, 3 steps to the left. What C-frame allows is it manipulates its rotation and orientation, a part's orientation, rotation, whatever you want to call it. So instead of me just moving 3 steps to the right, I actually move and my player rotates and then I take 3 steps to my right, like that. So C-frame basically allows us to manipulate a part's rotation and orientation. So, for example, well, I'm going to script right now. Wants to stop. All right, there we go. I'm going to move this part over to this part. So, I taught you guys that yesterday. So, if I go to my workspace, so this is called part, and this is part 2. So, we're going to say local part is equal to workspace, which is another way you can do it. I believe in the last video I taught this, or if it was one of my re-recordings of this. Instead of just saying game get service workspace, I was just doing that to get you guys comfortable with workspace. You can just say workspace. Roblox built it in because it's used so often. So to say workspace and then find first child part. If you don't know what that find first child means, check out my video on it. It's very useful. And then we'll get part 2. Alright. So like I want to move the one part, this guy. We'll move this guy to this guy over here. Alright, let's do that. So I'm going to say part 2 dot position, which is a vector 3. Like I said, this is mainly how you'll be working with vector 3 and C-frame. You're really just setting some item or character C-frame to another C-frame, but not that bad. It's equal to part dot position, something like that. All right, see what that does. So its position is the exact same, but as you can see, that second part stayed, its orientation stayed the same. So the C-frame, a part C-frame will actually allow us to manipulate its rotation. So instead of saying position, we're going to call C-frame like this, C-frame. So now if I go ahead and I run it, now you don't even know the part's there. I can show you. So here's the part, other part. I keep clicking back and forth. Now you can see that they're inside of each other. That's because I use the C-frame, and the C-frame has the position. So those 3 vectors. So vector 3.new. So a C-frame begins out, it starts with a position like this, and then it's also got orientation as well. So I'll show you how to make a new C-frame. So instead of actually manipulating a part, so say like I just want to move this part in the air. So right now you can see it's on the ground. We're gonna move it up. I'm gonna say part 2 dot C-frame is equal to its current C-frame. I explained this in the last video. All I'm doing here is I'm just taking, I want to set its C-frame equal to its current C-frame plus like another C-frame, so I can just change its current position and just add something to it. So which is different from vector 3 objects. Instead of a plus sign to add a vector, it's going to be a multiplication symbol for C-frames. Why? Not too sure, but it's just how it is. And then we're just going to move it in the Y direction. So this is the same as like that vector 2. So if we want to say part dot position is equal to part dot position plus vector 3 dot new 0, 5, 0. Same thing as this, except now you use a multiplication symbol. And you'll more than likely use C-frame all the time as opposed to vector 3 because you can do a lot more with C-frame. But I'll show you this. So as you can see, the part is on the ground right now. And if I go ahead and I run this, now the part is 5 studs in the air. It just took its current position and moved it up. That's really it with C-frames. It's basically a more advanced version of a vector 3. You're not allowed to manipulate its orientation, rotation, stuff like that. So stay tuned for the next video. I'm pretty excited for it actually. I wanted to get this video out of the way so I can get to the next one, but we're gonna be making a kill brick. And you're like, why? There's it's a really good review, honestly. There's if statements, character, events, everything. So till the next video, have a good one, you guys.